Well, I love the show, guys. I'm going to start with you, Dave. You die in like the first shot. I mean, obviously it's a murder mystery. Someone's got to go. But what was your reaction when you first got the screenplay? Were even you quite surprised it just starts in quite like that?
It's an interesting question. Yeah. When I was first reading through the scripts, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm in this for like 2 minutes. But you keep reading and you realize that most of the show takes place in flashbacks. And then, like, you know, even though I'm not there for a lot of the time, like a lot of the show takes place in my mansion. And so there's ridiculous photos of me all over the walls. So it kind of feels like I'm there the whole time.
Yes.
And so I was going to ask, I mean, obviously in this, obviously it is a kind of big, quite at times absurd and quite playful kind of comedy in many ways. But Zoe has got so much going on as a character, very human, on very human terms, you know, difficult marriage, a job she's got, she's not exactly sure, kind of a crossroads in her life, a lot of internalized dialogue going on. How was it kind of addressing those aspects of the character when it's sort of in the prism of quite a big comedic venture like this?
I appreciate that question.
Such a good question.
Yeah, it's a really good question. You know, it was actually kind of intimidating. Well, in general, to just show up to the set because you are with the titans of comedy. And so, yeah, just as a performer, I was a little overwhelmed by just how talented and gifted everybody was. But I think that, you know, I related to Zoe's, I think she's a big heart and, you know, is in the middle of this transition. And it was really cool in episode 6, to explore the many different colors inside of her and to really touch sort of the corners of her
let me say something about Zoe. So Zoe is so naturally funny and charming and wonderful, but she also is just a great actress. And so like she can do the humor, but then like bring weight to like the kind of more dramatic moments. And so like she really helps kind of, I don't know, carry this thing and just kind of keep it grounded just keep the emotions and the character and everything, and the whole thing just grounded in a way.
Let me say something about Dave.
Dave.
Dave compliments other actors.
This is true.
Let me say something about Ike.
Yeah.
Ike is basically playing himself in the show.
Yes.
So
yes, but I actually I have done action movies. Like I'm an actual like,
right.
You know what I mean? I'm not like some loser who has like an app somewhere who's like I've done action work before. You know, did I do my own stunts? No, I didn't. I had a stunt guy. That's it.
Since we're in complimentary mood, I mean, I will ask you. I mean, Lord and Miller. I love calling them by their surnames. It sounds so grand, but
it really does.
One of those, say, the safest pets, aren't they? I mean, has it got to a point now when you get a screenplay through, or you get a proposition, you know, your agent comes and says, we've got this role, when you know those two names are attached, has it got to a point now where you just think that's something I'm going to do, kind of irrespective of the character at hand?
Yeah, I mean, yes, you know, and I told these guys, I had heard about this project for many, many years. It was a feature at one point, and I knew that early on they were like, oh, could you do a table read for this? And I couldn't go. So for many years, I thought like, oh, it's such a great idea, you know, murder mystery at a high school reunion with genres and stuff. And then finally, when it came around and they reached out and said, hey, we'd like you to play this part, getting that first script and seeing how they landed the plane was just like unbelievable. It was just, they are a just entity unto themselves. And I only want to do their projects. But they said, no, this was the last one.
It's just great. I mean, even the songs, Dave, are fantastic. Even with autocue, I'm still humming them afterwards.
Dude, guys, can we talk about for a second? How good is the theme song?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
to the show.
Yeah.
It's so fun. Yeah. Oh my god, I love it. Anyways, that sounded like I was kissing ass. I just really like it.
I got to sing kind of for the first time ever, and I remember my very first phone call with Chris Miller. He was talking to me about the character, and he's like, don't worry, you don't have to sing. We'll bring in someone else to do that voice. And I was like, wait, whoa. Like we should try this. Let's try it. And it ended up being really fun because I think no one expected anything from me. And so it almost like gave me freedom to just go crazy and have fun. And even if I was just okay, people would be like, okay, that works.
Dave understood the assignment, you know?
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
And he can't stop singing. He's still
That's
singing.
not true.
He's got an album out right now. He's doing an album. It's a song featuring Ludacris and
Machine
Kelly
Gun
Rowland.
Kelly.
And Machine Gun Kelly's doing a little collab with him too. He's taking off, man. This is his new thing now.
Look out for it.
He's pivoted.
Well, thank you so much for your time today, guys. Best of luck with the release of the show.
Hey, Stefan, thank you so much, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Stefan.
Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys.
Hey, you guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey,